Yo, what's up, gamers? It's almost 2 in the morning. Let's jam some Hardened scales. We are playing the same list as previous. I made a small change. I took out the Waxing Bauble from the main deck because we didn't really play a lot of Cascade decks, and it seems like it's not really on the rise. Like, Living End is here, but it's not like you really need to main deck that. For now I added another Rumble. I wasn't sure. We might want to add a creature, but that's what we are doing. And yeah, let's do it. On the draw versus Clem, Sona, Alumnus. He said hi MGL. I am a big 2HG tournament. I don't really play much Two-Headed Giant, but the name comes from the fact that my brother and me made this account together. Okay. I think we run Worker and then either Cauldron or Rumble and start making Saga things here. Usually Two-Headed Giant is played at pre-releases, and that's sort of it. Opponent's doing something juicy over here. You can cast a card for free if your creatures have total power 10. Mox Opal is nice. Does this mean we get to do multiple things here? Like if I cast Rumble, I don't get the 3 artifacts. And if I cast Cauldron, we don't have the extra mana from the Eldrazi spawn. That's kinda unfortunate. So, just gonna put down the Saga and cast this Rumble. Maybe we find a 0 mana card, or a 1 mana card. Why did you give me priority? As if I was holding. Why is this so small? Click on land, please. Okay, it's gonna dump the Ballista in the graveyard. So I think we just cast a Worker. What do we do? Do we want to cast the Ballista? Yeah, we can get the Worker and enable Ballista through Cauldron. That's probably the best thing to do. Why are you giving me always priority, Magic Online? What is this? Gonna trade in my token for the Worker immediately. Not sure if that's actually something you wanna do, cause we don't really need the Worker to be attacking, probably, but maybe we do. You never know. Against Labyrinth, is it just a Brute Scale deck or Emrakul? Yeah, I guess so. They don't have anything though. Oh, another land is not what you wanted to see. I might have wanted to not give up on this 0-1. But okay, whatever. Yeah, now I can't cast Cauldron and make a construct, which I could have done with that, but do I care? I think we just want to make tokens here. This is probably the brute scale combo deck, so we might just be in trouble soon. Yeah, okay. Not face this deck much. This mana situation is awkward this game. We have a lot of lands, but still, right here, can't do everything, even though we have the Mox. So it's Cozy Legs command, and then they might kill us. We'll see. I'm sad I don't have this done, because they're gonna exile one of my creatures. That's pretty annoying, honestly. Maybe they won't even bother to exile one of these. Yeah, they do the value options. At least this doesn't add any power to the board for Mossword, but they might just cast a Promise Stand now. It's still 11 mana. They're up to about 8. Maybe we can do a kill with Ballista next turn, but we don't really have too much fuel without a Ravager. Also, if they do the Brute Scale combo, there's not really much we can do about it. All these things considered, maybe it was a bad idea to go for Constructs. What is that? Maybe it's not the Brute Scale combo deck. 3-X. Wait, what? With a number of stun counters. Okay, it's a 6-6. It is tapped with a number of stun counters that is 3-X. By triggering, what the hell is happening? At wave 5. In the beginning, permanent time for the plus bonus on attack creature, and they're gonna reach it. +7 upgrade, you may play the exiled card. Oh my god. That's gonna happen right here. That's sick. What a cool deck. I hope we don't die and kill them. I really don't wanna let them untap again. It's also at 4 now. And there's still room for Bruce in Magic the Gathering Modern. Wait, they didn't cast it? Maybe they didn't find anything interesting. 5 lands. Oh, they're saving it. Okay. Alright. To kill them this turn, we need 5+1/+1 counters on Inkmoth Nexus. That seems a little much. With what we've got going on here. But the boss might be able to do it. Because of its inherent modular doubling up thing. Maybe the Phyrexian Tower comes in handy for once. Yeah, I think we can do it. This becomes 2, this becomes 2. Aldrin also adds 1. It doesn't really matter where we put the things. Oh, I got another K command. That's bad. Card is so freaking good. It doesn't seem like too much when you first read it, but it's one of the most versatile cards ever with the X and the 4 modes. But now they are out of mana, or they're out of. No, they're gonna get a lot of blockers again. I was gonna say all the creatures are tapped. They can just make a lot of serum once again. So they can exile my graveyard, I guess. But I'm not sure if that's the best way to handle this situation. We'll see. But I will miss this Ballista. I have not really much fuel without it. Second command is so good. They're right now figuring out how to play it. Yeah, they're going now full interaction mode. Exile is my Nexus and my graveyard. So not really much I can do about that. Besides sacrificing it. Yeah, okay. Not really. I don't need this in the graveyard. It's not a creature card anyway. So they might just let it get exiled. Don't need additional mana from the tower either right now. So yeah, we hit for 8 and pass, which is scary. They did every single mode of the command now. I mean, they did get to scry 3, draw 1 with the first one, but it's still unfortunate they had another one. They did scry 1 top 2 bottom back in the day. They don't have 10 power yet, they have 9. But we're out of interaction or out of action. Oh my god. That's it. They're gonna draw 7 cards. This deck is awesome. I wanna draw 7 cards. Where's my Terra? Terra Symbiosis. Casual 9 cards. Back up to 20 life. If we don't draw insane, we just lose to the card advantage now. This is the dream when they're doing over there. Non-kicked Microspawn. You do love to see it, what they're doing over there. I'm bummed out that they had the perfect card, so we don't win, but it's so much cooler than seeing another Boros Energy or, you know. Okay, they're passing. Yeah, we play that. Oh my fucking god. The worst 4 cards I've ever seen of Rumble. That's insane. Only thing we can really do is get Zabaz in the graveyard and attack with a flying army, but we still don't win. And the Zabaz is probably better on the battlefield, at least it can double up the modulars. So I'm just gonna attack like on the ground. This is really cool. They have this split card or double-sided card where it's a land, but it also just drew them 7 cards earlier. That is just amazing. Okay, we can't prevent that from happening, right? If some of these were artifact creatures, we could boss age over them, but okay, you get a free spell. Timber Symbiosis. Look at 7, put a creature onto the battlefield. Who's the +1/+1 counter deck? I'm asking myself right now. Emrakul without the cast trigger is actually not that scary. This is a fast clock, but all things considered. Wait, was it cast or was it not cast? It was cast, right? But I didn't see the cast trigger. No, this was cast. I'm getting confused again. And this just puts it on the battlefield with 3 with 3 counters if its mana value is 3 or less. That's how it works. You can stream or you can read cards to understand how they work. The more you know. Okay. Oh, they're getting a second Emrakul to their hand. Can I prevent that by destroying this? I think we have to try it. I'm not sure. Does it still count as the exiled card when the land leaves the battlefield? I'll try it. I'm actually not sure. But if they steal my turn, they can sacrifice all my board, and then I can just concede. So is it still the exiled card when it's not on the battlefield? Yes. Okay, then I can concede. I mean, that was cool showing from their green deck. It's already interesting again. This works against the hideaway mechanic. Blood Moon is probably actually kind of good against them. Dismember can work too. The question is what do you want to hate from a deck like this? Not feeling the skateboard because they have 0/1s and shit, and then making one big thing isn't actually the play. I think we wanna not do too much boarding, a little bit. Anyway, I might can take out that enchantment, but is that worth it? Not really that great. A little hard to say what's the best. You don't really have silver bullets to turn off their entire deck. Dismember to destroy their mana dogs can work. Damping Sphere for the only Ugin's Labyrinth, right? That makes more than 1 mana. Honestly, the best card they have is Kozilek's Command. Sort of feeling the Blood Moons, even though they're mono green deck. Or the Dismembers. I think we mostly just want to kill them. Blood Moon also seems a little lame. Kind of just wanna play that. Hard to say. Tell me what you would have done to anyone whom it may concern. Then on green draw. I really don't want to mull this, but this is one of these sketchy draws where either you get screwed or you just do it. I guess I'll just place downwards Saga turn 1 and worst case scenario get an Opal turn 3. Which with Citadel and Ravager at least would be on. I'm always inclined to keep these hands, but that's one of the hardest things. That's a good idea or not. They have revealed Devourer of Destiny, which means they get to pick one from the top 4 at the beginning of the first upkeep. And that's gonna be their first draw. And it's in hand. Oh, these get exiled. Fate from history. Oh my god. They have artifact hate. But at least you get a bear. Okay, we find green source. Doesn't really change how we play for now, I guess. Starts with a Tapland. That's how game 1 started too, right? Do we have 20 damage with Scales and Ozolith is a big question. Eldrazi Temple. What is this artwork? Every time I see these cards, I'm like, original artwork is better. Okay. If we do the old Hardened Scales plus Ozolith thing, it's not really 20 damage, right? It would only be like 4. 1, 2, 3 plus 10. We could attack for 13. But that being said, is there any better hits than the Ozolith here? And I don't think so. Sacrificing the Ozolith would, I think, get us up to 15 damage. I don't know why I clicked that many times. Because we can get this Ravager to 4. Sacrifice it to that one. It goes up to 7. And another 4 from the Ozolith. Not really a win, so we have to chill. If we had a 1-drop in this hand, that might have changed it. Math on it. We have quite the setup, but if they have another one of these, we can probably just concede. That might be the case because they didn't pick it. Okay. Just micro spawn though without. You don't see what they get from the Devourer, right? So maybe they just needed a land. Like, why would you not pick your sideboard card? Okay. Now they have a blocker. But we don't really have much going on, so let's play the scales out. Or the rumble first, maybe. Yeah. Well, our rumbles are not amazing today. Let's see. We can play scales in the Zabaz. Which is would enter with 3 counters. And we can't really have 2 attackers and have the whole 20 damage. Right. Yeah. Yeah, let's actually think about this. 3 counters. Plus 3, 6. Plus 10 is 16. Actually, I think it's enough. 16, and then we can sack the Citadel. One of the Ravagers that's blocked. 2 scales. I actually think we got it. And they can't do Kozilek's command on a 2-drop. It is possible I miscounted, but this becomes 5, so this is 16, 19. Yeah, no, it's good. Does Dismember? Well, Dismember doesn't work anymore. Lots of counters on the Ozolith, but it doesn't really do anything anymore. 21, okay, I don't even have to sack the Citadel. Nice, okay. Turn 4, and we had to scrape it together, sort of. Maybe on the draw against this deck. I don't know, I want to make this work, but yeah, they're like medium fast. I still don't quite know what kind of interaction is really the best. If they have Mana Dogs, Blood Moon is also not good, or Basics for that matter. I think we take out one of these for Dismember to mess with the Mana Dog, so just see if a Blood Moon's good. Yeah, let's try it. It's really hard. Should be a fine matchup, honestly. They're kinda slow. What are these draws today? I'm gonna keep it, but it's not really what you wanna see. Let's draw a card we can play turn 1. And it starts with the tap land. Yeah, who knew that double scales with 2 Ravagers goes really hard, huh? And the Nosylith. Well done. Thankfully they didn't pick that card that destroys our entire board. Yeah, I'll play that out, because I might want to play what's a Saga if I draw it. And possibly this hand was a mulligan, but it's so hard with these hands where you have like some stuff. Well, that sucks. Now we need our one dismember. Yikes. Okay, this could work. Card goes pretty hard. But I don't know if you want to play the long game against an Eldrazi-Ramp deck. But against the Sooth, there's not much choice anyway. We didn't even, like, I would have picked towards a Saga. But okay, maybe we can just sort of outgrind them now. Slow roll second Eldrazi Temple, just because. No, don't thought not see me. Bruh. This game's basically over already unless we find our one dismember. Or like Chainwat's Sagas or something like that. They're thinking about this. Wow, they didn't pick my Terra card. Let's see if that's a mistake. Can't activate the Citadel right now. Alright, they're waiting. Let's see if this is the Terra Symbiosis game. Card goes pretty damn hard. I'm gonna play this out just because. Maybe it gets. Maybe they have that card that destroys all artifacts and enchantments, and we're sad either way. I didn't read the name, but it's a 4 mana card where we get a bear. This is a lot of pressure now. And we would need to draw more cards that produce counters. So that's also pretty bad. What is this? Draw double, temple double, thought not see a collector. Are you kidding me? Okay, we need to draw a creature. Any creature. Please. That is a creature. Still alive. Still kicking. That was a very good sequence for us now. I'm sort of feeling hope again. Maybe the youth attacks again and we can make a 3/3 and block it and draw 2 cards. That would be sick. Still think they should have taken this card off of our hand. Fight rigging. Really cool card. What set is this? SNC. New Capenna. Didn't really play during New Capenna, but they say that it was a bad set. draft-wise at least. People didn't enjoy the draft environment. I hope the Ufi attacks. What, no attacks? Wow, opponent's a scaredy cat. It's like a creature draw 2. I'll take that trade. Why wouldn't you attack? Wow. Okay. If they don't have board wipe type effect, we're still in business here. But if they find it, there's not much we can do. Might have just... Maybe I should have bought it in the intervention. But they're gonna... If they do the board wipe thing, they kill their own fight rig. They can do the Mossword Bridge thing now. This triggers on power 7, so not quite yet. No attacks. I don't... What am I trying to say? Don't see how that's the game plan. Do we try to draw 3 here? I'm gonna go with no. I guess we can't make all the constructs we want. Well, if we could use the tower here. Is that a good idea? What I really want to do is grab the buzz and draw 4. I guess we do that. We still have to dodge. I'm just gonna say wipe. Ozolith could also be a play here. Could even exile that with... Hey, wait, no, we can't do that. It's still knocked down. Yeah, I'm grab the Ozolith. And... now do this. Not sure if that was the best choice of... best use of my game actions here. At least we're gonna draw 3 cards and this thing's gonna get huge. Where's my dismember? Not that card. And I don't want to cast this Rumble because I might mill my dismember. That was my turn, sorta. There were a lot of choices here. That one card beats us really hard though, where it kills everything. Is it here? Please say no. It's just the Devourer of Destiny, okay. That's not that scary. Yeah. Wow, they're still not going after my Terra Symbiosis. What is this? Opponent's just this kind of person who lets people have fun. Who are you? I could have said no here to draw more cards later, but I feel like with what we've got going on, we always have enough counter shenanigans now. I think we have to play defense for now with 12 life and all. Opponent should have been more aggressive. It's possible this is the card I'm scared of, but there wasn't, I don't think there was a way to prevent that going off. Codex command, just for value. Two top, zero bottom. Well, they might cast an Emrakul or something here. It's 11 mana though. They have what, 10? 10 Eldrazi mana. Okay, that's not too scary. That is scary. That's a free card from the top 5. I was thinking of playing Vines of Vastwood instead of Tamiyo's Safekeeping, because what that can do is make it so your opponent's creature can't be targeted. Wait, they did that wrong. Now they can't cast one of them. Maybe they don't want to. Ah, that's bad. But with our artifacts turned off, it's like not game ending, I think. Pretty bad. Because you can run all our creatures into something that kills them. It's nice how they make mana with Saga. Wow, we're both almost timing out. I'm just seeing that now. Yeah, I feel like we lose all our board and then die on the backswing. Like, we were really just dead to Emrakul and whatever the board wipe card is. But I think we played the game well. Are they not? No, this is indestructible. It's not gonna die in the combat. I was just gonna say, I think we played it well. Like, the head of turn 2 and Terra Symbiosis is sort of our way to combat that. Don't mill dismember. Yeah. I wonder why they gave us a bus indestructible. Could just target anything of theirs too. You can block that with Emrakul. Okay. So they're sort of giving us some stuff. But it's probably still not enough to get back into it. We'll see. And dismember and get our abilities unlocked, maybe. It's also possible they time out there 3 minutes, which would be, as always, anticlimactic, but it's a way to win this in this game. Okay, they sacked it. They still left us with a construct for no reason. If we only take a hit from this, we go to 1. Pretty funny. Okay, I think we just go to combat and draw some cards. Question is, where do we put the counters? Probably doesn't matter much. We got Dismember and Cauldron. Is that a GG? Can we get like Ballista on the Cauldron and 10 counters on Inkmoth? Seems a little bit much to ask. But I feel like now we're not dying. But also, if we do cast the Dismember, actually we could cast it off of tower if we want to. $25 on the Constructor also seems a bit much. I think we have to survive another turn. Well, we're both almost timing out. This is kind of hard right now. I'm always playing this, I think. And that. I can take this damage and go to 1, but I'd have to block this, and this. That's doable. God damn it, this is so hard right now. Can I also just eat these bars and block that? But then I need to play this out. Let's try this route. Did I play land? Yes. Okay. Do this before they can exile it again. I think this works. Block Emrakul with Inkmoth. What do they have? It's one of the hardest games I've ever played. Maybe I missed a way to kill them already. It's under here. Not here, sure, I have only lands. We're both under 2 minutes. But I can't animate this and sacrifice that. Did I mess up? I have to go another route and kill that with counters. It's the only way. Failure, welcome. I'll just shrink it down. Go to 1. I also forgot about this mana, honestly. Oh my god, I'm timing out. I yielded to this. No, I didn't. Come on. I go to 1. Come on. I'm gonna time out if it goes on like this. At least we get some Phyrexian tower action in. I just need to go to combat and kill them with Inkmoth. In 19 seconds. Oh no, it's another Emrakul. But now they're gonna time out. Wait, no, they can just ping me dead. Shit. That was crazy. Maybe they're not seeing it. In 30 seconds. You can just ping me and I'm dead. They're still casting cards. What a game. Okay, wow, they did it. That was crazy. I'm sad that it went like this, but at least the time wasn't actually a concern. Because they had second Emrakul. Why? What a match. That was sick. I want Modern to be like this every time. Be right back. Dude, if I didn't do the thing where I waggle to 1, but instead try to block the Emrakul, it would have been so much better for me. But you can always say that in hindsight. On play against King Chainsaw. Because he could also have eaten Zabaz and block Emrakul flying. And they would probably time out trying to kill me. Really funny how that game played out. Never seen something like that before. Both players under 30 seconds on the clock. A pretty good draw here. That mults to 6. Imagine almost winning, get an Emrakul twice, but the second one did us in hard. Fairy Islet, but passes the turn. What does that mean? Do we play around some sort of counter spell here? Mogo no, and it might be bad. Okay, that worked out. Could be Storm, could be Droids, could be... Oh, Affinity. Affinity. Weapons manufacturing. Memnita. If they find a Ravager, these munitions are gonna go off. I like this matchup, honestly. They are a little bit faster, but they run out of gas sometimes. 2 munitions, not the worst I've ever seen. Okay, we can't win right now. But definitely next turn. Do we want to keep up some stuff? We could say choose one of the things. But only if we play Zabaz, but not if we play Ravager. I think we just play both creatures and pass. If they find a Ravager, they can do some annoying stuff with these munitions, but I don't know if they can kill both our creatures with it. Best case for us, they cast a lot of things, are tapped out, and we win. This means a little bit less Cauldron action for us. Or at least none for a turn. Keep that in mind. Copper Cannoneer is beatable. Some of these draws, we are just faster than them. This is tapped now, interesting. This doesn't do anything against us. Two counters on Kappa. Last card. I think now we just go for the Inky kill. Yeah, it's definitely enough counters. We even have safekeeping. And they don't have a flyer. Salvage Titan, oh my god. That's sick. I usually only see that in Manaless Dredge, only for its... wait, is that the card? I think so. Okay, they're doing something here, that's annoying. Wait, it's even getting countered, but they got to sacrifice all their munitions. This is gonna survive though. And wait, they have no more cards, but they can sacrifice this. That doesn't do anything, right? They can't sacrifice any more munitions, I'm pretty sure. Exile 3 artifacts cards from your graveyard. Is that gonna happen? No. I'm just trying to see if I can get got by anything here. But I don't think it matters. It goes to 7 now. So the 6 damage from the munitions aren't actually killing it. Am I missing anything? This gets countered. 0 cards in hand. Sacrifices that. And we win. I think. This is tapped, so we actually can cauldron. Nice. Just see what's going on and concede. It's really funny. Got a lot of cards that are like playable but not insane against them. Bobble is good. These are not great against this kind of deck. Not really expecting meltdowns from the Affinity deck. I think Skateboard's bad, it could be good, but usually you don't go on the construct plan. We can just play some artifact hate. And that's probably it. Tempting Sphere is kinda good against them, but I think it comes down too late. They run out their 0 drops on turn 1 or 2. Just play these. I think it's a fine matchup. Am I missing something from the sideboard? Let me know, gamers, if there's any choices you would make different. Oh, the fabled turn 1 Mox Opal draw with 1 land. But it's sort of 2 lands. Mishra's Bobble Sack without having the warp guy. They see we draw Welding Jar. You can see that. I will play it. Could actually play a 2-drop here, but I can play Scales into Worker. Possible line would have been Haywire Might and Pass, but I don't know. I guess it's kind of good if they go with that munitions card again, which they can't now. Ether Spellbomb is pretty good against Scales. Okay, can we find land? No, but the bus is not bad. Run out my 1-drops. Could have exiled the land, but I don't think they make constructs. It would take them off the mana. I don't know. Now they can't really pass without blue mana up. Yeah. We got some stuff going on. If they make a construct here, it's only a 2/2. Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really scared of those. What is in your hand? The Affinity usually just has Warp Guy into a bunch of 0 drops and then Kappa Cannoneer. Salvage Titan I haven't seen, but besides that it's pretty much what I expect. Maybe this leans heavier on the munitions thing. I will never manage to remember card names. If they tap out, we have enough fuel to kill them with Ballista. But let's see what they do here with this trigger. I think with the mana screw it was better to cast stuff than save this. Okay, Needle is good, but like we can exile it and we're way ahead here. Well, it comes down a little late, but they needed to find red mana, I guess. Okay. Yep. A lot of game objects from them, but only one more card in hand. 9 damage. Yeah, sure. Okay. The spell bomb is really annoying, plus needle. Okay. Guess we gotta play defense for a while. Try not to die to these munitions. Yeah, we need to sort of survive another turn and not attacking for now. Let's see if they have a way to sack them, because then we might just be dead here. Do they play Akban Ravager? That would be funny. I guess it's just Salvage Titan combo. Because you can cast that multiple times and sack all your munitions. Definitely blocking this time. They're not attacking. That's really funny. It sort of makes sense there. Another Ballista. If it wasn't for this spell bomb, we could just kill them. But then again, we can attack for lethal. Sorta. Don't have enough mana to do everything. You could even wait to play that out post-combat. What if we attack with everything? Not quite the best idea, right? I don't want to give them time to find a way to just straight up kill us with munitions. It's sort of like combo potential with Salvage Titan casted multiple times. Is this attack too? I'm gonna go with no. It just took it, that's really funny. Wait, are you dead? No, you have a Mox. But they're at 8. So we can just kill them twice. Sorta. I think we do that right now. Not really much they can do about it. Modular from this on to that, and then from this on to that, it's lethal, and then they bounce it, and then we do it again with Ravager. Fire Islet will resolve with no player response. I think we've got it. Could they have something for free? Out of replacement effects, who doesn't? Also, I love killing the opponent in twice in a row. Really cool that the worker's back now. More modular. Tribal. Guess you don't say tribal anymore. Kindred. Kindred's a weird word, but a funny word. Bonus like, did I just get got? Maybe they did. I can't believe we lost to an Eldrazi deck without Karn, the Great Creator. It's usually the worst card. Okay. So we got it. Nice. So let's go. That was a quick and easy one. Not the easiest ever, but could have been harder too. Let's go. See you round 3. Round 3 on the draw with a strange hand versus dub. But with scales and Terra Symbiosis, the age-old combo. See what we're playing against. With my luck, it's some sort of combo deck where this card never does anything. Look at this artwork, oh my god. Steam Vents, untapped. And it makes me want to say prowess. Steam Vents, untapped, pass slow. Makes me want to think end step Thought Scour or something like that. Yeah. Faithless Looting Thoughtseize. So it's the old Frog, Oculus, Persist, Unearth deck. Like Reanimator, but not all in Reanimator. Has Arcane of Cruelty, Frog, Oculus as creatures, and then a bunch of spells to get them into play. There it is. This card's amazing. But no Unearth. Still no Unearth after all this. Okay. Our turn now. Scary though. Gonna find a land. Yeah, not really much I can do but play my things out. I should have played this first, just in case. Usually that's the better sequencing. Best sequencing is your protection card, then your otolith, then your creature. I think we can deal with Abhorrent Oculus. They don't have a Archon of Cruelty in graveyard, which is good for us. Another Thought Scar? No. It's Fatal Push up. Oh shit. I was a 6 not expecting the Fatal Push. Because it could have regenerated. I guess that's not really fine. Like Psychic Vrogo. Okay, good draw. I just want to play that. They're not on a very fast draw. Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully no Spell Pierce. Give them a life for no reason. Excuse the sloppy plays. It's 3 in the morning. I am not gonna put that here. It says creature you control could have drawn cards. Yeah, I need to be careful with F6ing. Would be better to have Welding Char on the board, or have Worker on the board instead of Welding Char. But it's cool. We traded 1 for 1 mana at least. On Earth, still no big fatty, but they could get Oculus. Well, we're not missing. We are missing some stuff to win. Psychic Frog is such a damn good card. It's funny how they're not even doing it subtle anymore. Like there used to be Psychotog and they made this. It's just really better in every regard. But that's fair. With Terra Symbiosis, we have them beat on the card draw war, but not really on the Archon of Cruelty. Is backbreaking war? Okay. I'm just gonna put the counters on the Might and draw 3 with double protection up. Nice. We're doing Terra things today, that's amazing. I might tag because they can give flying anyway. Oh wait, I just played this. I don't know why it's even asking me to declare attackers. Oh, it wasn't, but the new buttons are confusing me. Now I pass through my main phase, that's not good. I was gonna cast Rumble. Somehow the small UI changes are tripping me up. Where it used to be just okay on the button. I don't know why that's... Oh, that's bad. Problem for me. But we can probably beat this. We'll see. I guess we just sack the Might. Arcan's annoying because it has an attack trigger too. We find Ballista, we can kill it though. They're not attacking. I mean, I would have free to regenerate, so don't know what they're really scared of here. I'm also gonna have a 5/5 Flying Infect card, so that's something. Do you use Tamios here? So I wanna block. And regenerating means it gets tapped. So it would be better to use your onboard tricks than your hand tricks. Thankfully it's hexproof and not shroud. This doesn't fizzle now. Awesome. Not attacking. I want to block the Archon. He just gave flying for no reason. I do want to block, so let's just play the worker. Well, actually, was that bad? Because with no creature out, at least the sacrifice creature part fizzles. But nah, we can move counters too. That's fine. In response to that, animate this. So we can modular onto it. Is this another fatal push, or is it the Edict tap card? Bitter Triumph, okay. Yeah, we have to regenerate, which sucks a little bit, but like we take a lot of damage now. At least it wasn't Shieldred's Edict. And we just draw casually 3 more cards. Sick. Yo, Skateboard though, are they dead? I think they're dead. We have Skateboard and Tamios now. Persist Oculus, okay. That means maybe not quite dead. Well, we can Ballista it. Manifest Dread. I think we have to try to... Oh, that's kind of sick. Try to kill them here. I hate how the button says the next phase. I don't know why, but that trips me up so much. In my head, it registers as we are in that phase. Okay. How do we manage this kill here? We can tap 1 blocker. But they have technically 2 flying blockers. But these 2 are not quite 10, in fact, as it stands. I guess we can do Phyrexian Tower shenanigans. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can do this here. With the Skateboard, we tap this. We play Ballista. We need 4 counters. We do draw cards too, so there's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 2 mana if we want to attack with the Nexus. This is really hard right now. We can also just go all in on the Ballista and wipe the board, but that's not really a win. And Like, we could sacrifice this Ink Moth, put 7 on Ozolith, make a 12/12 Ballista. We can give that haste too. We can give up 6 counters to kill these. Maybe that's the line. I think it is. How much mana? We have 7 mana, 1 to animate Nexus, 1 to play Skateboard, 1 to equip Skateboard. So we can play the Ballista for 4. Then it has 3 counters, plus 10 from Ozolith. 13. We would only attack for 14 then. When we kill these 2. Damn. We do draw cards as well, so maybe just start by playing Ballista for just start by making Ballista huge. We probably draw a Ravager. I just want to get my Phyrexian tower action going, you know. I think this is the line. I'm not using the tower mana though, that's kind of a problem. Because I want to draw with the draw in combat. So we use this for the Skateboard. Draw 9 cards. That's insane. Didn't they already? Oh, that was for the counters. We actually didn't find the Ravager. Funny. But we have Cauldron. It must be good enough. We might have exact Z's here. Lose to... Oh, sort of lose to... Force of Negation. Bro, these new lines are so hard, I'm taking a lot of time to do them, but... It was just at the end after all. We are one shot here or something. We actually didn't draw an Arcton Ravager. That is really funny. But we do have Zabazna and Mox Opal and Soul Cauldron. This is exact season now with Zabaz. And we have Safekeeping, but they gain a life. So I hope we don't need to do that, but what could they have, you know? Terra Symbiosis is awesome. Winning through two Archon activations, one on enter and one on attack, or was it 2 attacks? I think it was only 1. That was awesome. And I think it took way too much time to do it, but what you gonna do, you know? I think we can boil one out, though. It's not really... I mean... It's like fine. Probably don't need this. Can play the Blood Moons against the 3-color deck. Skateboard good. It was good here, kinda. But I don't know. Do these decks run probably Meltdowns, right? Heroclasm. Consigned to memory. Everybody plays that card. It's so good. So we have to expect lots of these. Maybe we want the Terra Symbiosis then, actually. Just, it's really hard to say always. Dismember is good. It sort of kills everything they reanimate. Maybe even better than Blood Moon, maybe not. Once again, sideboarding is the hardest part of gaming. Why not play these? I think Needle on Frog is something you can do, but funny that we won that through Archon, but it's not a 100% win. And if I remember correctly, I made some particularly sloppy plays that game. One time I forgot, or I clicked through my second main phase. One time I forgot to activate my F6 through my Welding Jar. It was mostly not decision-making error, but client usage error. And that is a skill that I think I'm pretty good at, but you know, it happens. Happens to the best of us. Okay, we have Terra Symbiosis again. I'm gonna keep this. Hopefully we find Green Source and Urza Saga can tutor us the cage. You can't consign to memory this, so that's something. Oh yeah, let's go. Does that mean we play it before Saga? I'm gonna go with yes. Could be a mistake. Turn 1 already. As you know, it's your Gravedigger's Cage 1 turn later. No, that is an island. At least it's more than just mana symbol. Can't consign me. Okay, let's make sure not to F6 through any removal spells. We would at least force them to discard something, which they probably want to do anyway. Oh no. Okay. If they reanimated right here, it at least didn't matter that we don't have Saga on 2 yet. Yeah, that's bad. The early reanimation is a lot scarier than the late one. Can only ping face now. Enough discarded for another point of damage. Wish we had that earlier. We can't get up to 5 damage on. If we just play the Terra Symbiosis out, we take at least 11 damage. They can just kill us then. That being said, do we just die anyway? Is there any way not to die? Try to block with Inkmoth. It's the only way not to die. That's pretty yikes. And they draw out cards. They draw out 2 cards. At least, well, maybe just 1. So they probably find removal anyway. Any tower shenanigans we can do? Nah. Certainly no. If we had 1 more mana, we could do some shenanigans here, but we can't. And that's how it is. So this is the only possible way to survive now. To try to block with Inkmoth. If we had 1 more mana, we could try to block with Sabaz or something like that. Do Sabaz activation block. But if they have no removal, we can live another turn. So I can have 6 now. Not sure what the best way to block here is, but if we block like that, they don't draw another card. But it's unlikely to matter, because we have no creature out now, and if we do block Archon, at least it gets possible to kill it, you know? Yeah, Oculus 2, this is too much pressure to survive on 6, I'm pretty sure. Even if we could stack our deck. Let's see. Can't even really play Walker plus Cauldron, except by sacrificing it with Tower. That's one thing to do. We're at 6. That's not a lot of life. At least the tower's doing stuff today. I friggin' love this card and that it's in Modern now. They probably have consigned no, okay. So we are still gaming, but I still actually think it's not enough to survive. But maybe it is. It's still too much pressure, I'm pretty sure. Like, we can kill the Archon before combat now, if this resolves. So technically not dead. We'd still have to block these two and lose both our Thopters. But hey, don't give up before it's over. What are you doing? Wasn't it 6 counters? No, it was just 5. That one might actually also be relevant. Because, you know, 1 counter no lith means 2 more. We have to block these 2. Otherwise we die. Fighting the good fight, but it's not really a winning battle. What do you have for 4 mana? Ah, Meltdown, sure. There is no way now. We actually won the interventions for the meltdowns. It's a little slow, but you don't often have mana up. I'll try it. Game 3, let's do this. Come on, good draw. Alright. I think this actually qualifies as a pretty good draw. Can get a cage before the third turn. Both players keep 7. Kinda wanna get the Ozolith out first thing. This is even the hand where we can't quite start making constructs. But not like we want anyway. This Thoughtseize, probably looting. Yeah. They have the turn 2 Archon. Well, yeah, it's gonna suck. It is beatable though. Okay, we could actually with this draw make constructs, but that's not the way to beat Reanimator. This heavily plays into Meltdown. But at this point you gotta choose something to beat and something not to beat. And they're representing persist. Which means I might just wanna try to infect them. Then again, they'll have a flying body. We could skateboard it. That's actually a thing to do. We have enough fuel to win then? I think so. So I think actually reanimation means we win. Did I take out the skateboard? I think I did. Okay, then not. Just the tap effect would be very good here. Ah, shit. So regenerate Ozolith, sacrifice Sabaz. That's also like fine. Because Ravager doesn't die. Are they dead? I think so. This dies. Welding Char for the friggin' win. I think this is exact C's. Actually, we have also something to get here. Ravager move 4 and Ozolith move 5. They can't have anything for 0, right? Ozolith goes so hard. And it was on board too. We didn't even get anything else. Pretty awesome. Beating Meltdown just by dumping your hand. I said it plays heavily into Meltdown, but I didn't actually like think it through what Meltdown would mean. Nice little turn 3 through a Meltdown. Awesome. Yeah, see you round 4. Hello, Mr. Krizoan. Would you like to help me with some new features to the MTG bot overlay? Yeah, definitely. Let me know what's new. Okay, round 4 on the draw with Stenka, as you say. No lander. Keep Baroni on 6. You can dump the Grove. No red cards main deck anyway. MTG bot is like one of the bots ever. Dare I say, a really good one. Okay, this hand's not great, but you know what you're gonna do. Commercial district surveils to the top. Chuckles 1248, what you got? What is green red in modern these days? Could be rhinos. Living in 2, I think. Doesn't look like that anymore. Ruby Medallion, now we know what's up. It's gonna be tough with our draw on the draw. But I don't think I should have gone to 5 in against unknown matchup. We might as well be dead right here, right now. So fast combo decks are always tough for my kind of deck to beat. But it is doable. Two rituals in exile to play. The other day I did play against Storm and they fizzled so hard I couldn't even believe it. They played half the deck and just couldn't find Past in Flames. It was fucking like, there must be less than 1% to happen. So you don't really want to concede. Because then they had 0 cards in hand and had to pass the turn. This card though is basically a win. You get to exile everything and play it for free. And that's Past in Flames. I guess we still need to see the win condition. Okay, they have Wish. Yeah, okay. Then we can actually concede. Tough matchup, but possible to win. We have Damping Spheres. And these cards for the Brotherhood's Ends. You can also play some stuff to disrupt the enablers. But I'm not sure if you even want to do that. They have Ruby and Rel, so we don't have a card that kills either of them, or that kills both of them. So I guess we have Dismember and Might to do that. Yo, Zebas, what's up? How you doing? Got some new overlays if you want to add a little polish to the streams. Yo, that's awesome. Let me see. New page too. I haven't seen your. Does it get a new name too? MTG kit. Yeah, let's play it like this and see. Vexing Bubble helps against the Rel win, but it's a little narrow. This helps against Past in Flames. It's always like you're shutting off some part of the plan, but not all of it. So you can't just bring in everything. I don't think that's how you should play it. You still want to keep your core game plan the same. This hand's bad. Do you have to mulligan for a faster kill? I'm gonna keep it. We have Worker into Ballista and I don't know. It's not good. Just joked out at tournament, but it's whatever. It happens. I'm going to be migrating more MTG-related features out of MTG bot. Maybe an MTG kit. Okay, that's really cool. I also love that. Like I use the music feature on every stream, not only Magic. Really sick. Yeah. Maybe I should have Cage in the deck because it's too durable and does shut off the Past in Flames plan. But they don't really need that to win. Same with Vexing Bobble, it shuts off the Rail plan, but deck has lots of different roads to the kill now. That's the scary part. Okay, let's see this. Somatic Ending surveilled in the graveyard. Got it. Dude, I saw that on some stream today. I saw this overlay and I was like, wow, they must have a custom one. That's really cool. We already did. We might already be dead here. Some new graphics for the overlay, that's pretty sick. I never loved the full one a lot because the text is so small on it. These look really good. Good, nice work. Especially this one. Might just use that. Is the dimension the same? It feels like no. Oh yeah, it says it here. Trigger fanfare buttons at the bottom. Oh yeah. Yo, that's awesome, honestly. I wanna use that. Okay. Hold on, they're doing something. Snap out of F6. Storm, where's my consign? Is it transparent usually if you don't use solid background? Or is that just for the animations? Yo, this is awesome with the animations. It's really good work. Okay, so they go one on Ballista. Face, 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 face. On the last one goes on the worker. So we do want to regenerate the Ballista and see what happens. Rail flip. No. Lost the flip, goes to 14. What if they lose 12 more flips and... Oh, they fizzled actually. So you're saying there's a chance? Glimmer Wasp? Oh. We can Sabaz and destroy it to just make this a 3-3 and kill the Monsoon Mage, but you said it valid win condition and we got nothing out. I don't think that's what we're gonna do. Hold on. When the game's over, I'll read your stuff. Little bit busy right now. Ravager. Play it out, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna give up both my creatures to kill the red because then I also don't have a win condition. I'm gonna have to hope they fizzle again. It's like 92% opacity. Some people have complained in the background. Ladies into a bit. I see. That makes sense. Really, really good work. Like, you must have spent a lot of time making these. Yeah. If they lose as many flips as going to 3 life, 4 life, we win. Actually, I could have, with Ravager, sacrificed the land and Ravager left the Ballista on 1 and killed that. But I still don't see how that... Okay. How that wins me the game. They did win the flip now. Are they transforming? It's gonna be a 4 loyalty, I think. Yeah, it's 2 plus Storm Count. They did make a land drop. I feel like we got him now. Yeah, I helped a little. Nice. What does it do? -2, 2 damage. It's actually also kinda annoying, but not GG. I think we got this game. 2 damage on Ballista. So to kill them we need 6 counters. Next turn we can grab Ozolith or Second Sabas, which does it, right? So what's the Saga grab second Sabas? Play first, well, other way around. Which means it becomes a 3-3, and then you can kill itself to move 3 counters. Which means I can just move 1 here. I could, I mean, the other way would be to give up on the Ballista, but then I don't think that's a good idea. This would fizzle, but... Okay, I hope I'm not miscounting or anything, but I never do. Rizwana is always good with numbers. They have no mana and no land drops, so my turn. Soul Cauldron, sick draw, tap that. Grab that. Play that. Keep that. Well, now we can win in any number of ways. Right. There's also Ballista in graveyard. Actually, this loses to Force of Negation, but I don't think they would play that. Okay, nice. Let's go. They had a not winning Storm draw. Okay, do we want to go more disruption? It's always hard to say. We didn't see Brotherhood's End or Meltdown, but I'm sure they have it. I'll just submit. I'm gonna try this one out right after this game. It looks pretty sick because there's more emphasis on the round. I guess that's currently 2, but I like the different font colors. I was honestly never a fan of this one, and almost everyone uses it because it's the default. And the text is just so small on it. Okay, we have Scales, Ravager, Urza Saga. I'm sort of forced to keep this and hope to draw some more action. We don't need much. We need like one piece. Get it to win the game. Okay. Yeah, I still have to play like that and hope we don't die turn 2 or 3. That's how it's gonna be here. Yeah. Maybe I should have Force of... Oh. Well, that changes stuff. Force of Big I was gonna say. Do that. No shenanigans. Get it out of here. But they have 8 of these at least. So that's a good chance they have another. Yep. And these things don't really stack for them anyway. They only need 1. Because almost all cards cost 1 generic and 1 red. But this is really all we can do. It's the first time I'm seeing that. There's a yield menu now. Oh, these... That's kind of cool. I like it. Alright, I have no place, so let's just let them kill us and use the... You can try to update this now. Awesome website. Makes it a lot easier to set this up. Huh. Did you add yourself as like always being able to do song requests? That's totally fair. Do you have to add the username? Or does it do that automatically now? Oh, it says it here, right? Got it. Well, it was with a parameter. If we died yet, I'm not really looking at the game right now. Oh, it's huge. Good shit. I have to adjust here a little bit. Okay, we actually live. Wow. We lost Urza Saga to Terra, and that's it. Can eat this past in flames. This is one of those sideboard games where players do hateful stuff. I think we do that immediately. And nobody wins early. They have only 2 more cards left. Can they cast these or are they just gone now? I wasn't paying too much attention because I thought I would die for sure. These are exiled now. I'm considered broadcasted the bot. Sure, that's totally fair. Wait, casts. Okay, they can loot every time they cast something, so there's a little bit more chance they find. Okay, draw a card. 3 cards left. Make sure they don't shrink down the top. Yeah, sure. I have set it to. I have entered the dimensions here. For the animations, right? Yeah. But I'll have to put it on top of the other things now. Like the animation can go over the chat. I can actually F6 here, I've got nothing. And I'm gonna have to adjust my layout a little bit. Oh no, I just put it over here. I got another Past in Flames in hand. Does that mean I should have waited on exiling it? I think it was a fine choice, because like if they have it in hand, what am I gonna exile? They're not gonna miss one spell that much. This makes up for that other time the opponent never found Past in Flames. I guess they still need to find now a win condition, only 1 card left in hand. But every spell cast is a loot. Can have it grow down to, yeah, but it's on the bottom anyway, so they're wearing me. Is it just me or does it seem stretched? This is just taller than it was before. We can adjust for that. Okay, Grape Shot 10. Past in Flames in the graveyard to recast it. Do they have enough mana for that? Wait, wasn't that 22? Did they do something where it does more damage? What am I missing? This is on level 3 already. Where do I see the level? It feels like they did level 3 on that. But where do I see that? Yeah, they did activate it. It says it in the chat log. Is it visible somewhere which level it is on? It's not a counter or anything. But yeah, they got us. Almost Beatstorm is one of the tougher matchups. I can't just mulligan for Dampen Sphere and hope that helps. But maybe Cage is another piece to make them slower. I might consider that in the future. Okay, see you guys round 5. We got our game 5. Can we write a positive record today? Playing against Meatballs up. I guess I keep that. It's kind of lame, but one time give me a slow matchup where Terra is good. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really crazy how you're just carrying every MTG streamer. Like there's nothing comparable. It just everyone uses it, and if they don't, it's a mistake. Are we up against Yawgmoth here? I'm actually gonna play out the Ballista. Just because. Actually, nah. Let's stop. Let's go Rumble and possibly Terra Symbiosis next turn. Okay. Do I want the scales or another body? I'm gonna grab the scales. We find Cauldron, putting those things in the graveyard is sick too. I have a lot of things in the works. You're awesome. I love that you're still actively doing that. And I can't imagine you're making like insane amounts of money off of it. I'm a Patreon, but they took the scales. Maybe they're once again underestimating this Terra card. It's insane, especially in slower matchups. It's probably Yawgmoth, right? Okay, another Thoughtseize. Is Meatball Sub just Meat MTG, the streamer? Or is that a different guy? Because that guy also streams, plays Yawgmoth. Well, now I've got nothing. That's kind of sad to see. They took my good cards. This is one of the other modern decks that I would be interested in playing. They're not doing anything. What is going on here? I just wanna pay 4 and put a counter on this. Already down to 15 from the thought seizing. How do you not cast anything? It's just Orcish Bowmaster. Shadow of Doubt. What is this? What am I playing against? Oh my god. I'm scared. I'm really scared. Shadow of Doubt is an awesome card. Oh no. Ugh, I hate this. Karn is so good against us. Okay. Kills my Welding Jar. Karn is the worst. I'm gonna have to keep this Boseiju in hand. It's so dumb that people play this card for its abilities, like for its activations. But against us, it just randomly shuts down the entire deck. It's so friggin' annoying. At least we have this Boseiju now. Yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't have played out second Ballista, considering this card. Maybe they let me draw and I find Protection card. Nope. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. I think this is so dumb. Like, why does it not? Why does it only? Why is it one-sided? Many questions. This matchup is so annoying. Every Karn deck is just randomly terrible. Maybe we can get them with Blood Moon. Don't love that. Is it a Damping Sphere matchup? I think we only just play the Blood Moons. Over what? Like, because I like everything we have. There was a time where people ran that god damn it. What was the mechanic called where you could cast a creature and merge it with another creature on the battlefield? There was one that gave it +4/+4 in trample and destroys an artifact. It was really cool. Let's check out one of these. As always, let me know if you would sideboard differently. There's so many cards that are like possibly good, but maybe not better than our main deck. Uh, one lander with our sideboard card and with our main card. Okay. I hate that I have these borderless Bosechus. I always miss that I have a land in hand. Good hand, but we have to give up on one card. Which is pretty yikes. I need all of these. Like I could remove the Boseichu and just try to fast kill them, but it's never gonna work against a deck like this, is it? Well, I mean, it could. Let's try it. It's a hard matchup anyway. Go for a risky play here. Because this is sort of maybe a turn 3 kill. It's pretty sure a turn 3 kill with through no interaction. It just failed push or thought seize and we said. Okay. So you're saying... Oh, I can't play anything. I didn't even really consider the fact that the Opal's gonna be turned off. So I should definitely have kept the land. These decks are so unfun just because of Karn. Unfun for us. No, friggin' god. Yeah, I guess the greed got us. Should have known I'm gonna draw another Ballista. Village, the Bog has entered the exile zone. Plot. Look at the top X card, so X is twice the number of lanes you control. Interesting. Oh my god. Guess you don't need to concede, but you're not winning this. And there he is. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Shouldn't have kept like that, but there was a small chance they don't have the fail push and then like they just play tap land and then we can do some stuff. But yeah, some unfortunate things, but some cool games, especially the first match. Thank you for watching, gamers. See you in the next league.